if I lost everything tomorrow, it wouldn't have a significant impact on me, because I've been in that place before, and I know whatever happens in my life, I know that I'm a survivor and I'll be fine. Yeah, so there has been a lot of adversity in my life, and even though it's adversity, I have never seen it really in that way, and I guess I've seen it as opportunities to learn. Sometimes I think, am I really good at anything? Because the CEO is really, my view around leadership and being a CEO is you're really like the conductor of an orchestra, and you're making sure that all the right instruments are playing the right notes at the right time. It's a bit like the duck on the smooth pond sometimes. Very smooth exterior, but you might be paddling very quickly under the surface. How do I know I'm strong inside? I've had a lot of tests, I suppose, that have meant that I've had to demonstrate that strength. It's just something that I know, and I know that I can draw on, that it's there. I'm sure that it wasn't always there. I'm probably pretty certain of that. My family history's always been of interest to me. When my first and second cousin cleaned out my uncle's house in Lithuania, they found all these letters. I just learnt some incredible things about my father that he'd never shared with me, and he'd probably forgotten as well. Sometimes you take people for granted and you don't necessarily ask them those sorts of questions. So if there's any messages for anyone else, it would be to ask those questions much, much earlier of people that are important to you, so they don't get lost or forgotten.
Yeah, Angie as a CEO, when I think of what she really does, very often I forget that she's a CEO, and I think that's one of her hallmarks, where you work with someone and they make you feel so comfortable in your own skin, but then they're always there to support you. DRUMBEAT started as a small pilot program. We were finding it difficult to engage with young Aboriginal men. So we looked at music as an alternative way of lowering the barriers to communication. DRUMBEAT is now not just running across Australia, but around the world. And that was really as a result of Angie's vision to really take this program to as many people as possible.
Well, for those that are watching, what I'd like them to know is that, really, Angie Paskevicius is just an ordinary person. I've had a lot of amazing opportunities in my life. I've also had a lot of challenges. And I'd like people to really believe in themselves and who they are and what they can do. When opportunities present themselves, take a risk and say, yes, I'll take that on. I'm a strong believer in the power of the universe, and if it's something that you really want to do, well, it might take time, but you'll get there eventually, if that's what you want.
We hope you enjoyed Angie's perspective on being a CEO. and her holistic approach to her entire life, from where she came from and where she is now, and how she incorporates that into making the difference that she does. Thanks for watching Stories Out Loud. Episode 7 is up next.